So I have this list in my head of all the people that I want to be friends with. And that's, of course, not including the vast multitude of people I'm already friends with. Um, anyway, I have this list. And it's not a very long list, it only has 3 people on it. Number one, of course, is Jane Austen. I mean, she was brilliant and hilarious. And, well, I feel like we would really connect on a spiritual level. She was this poor spinster from Regency era England, and if it's not already obvious, that's basically me. Number two on the list is Stephen Colbert. He's cute, he's intelligent, and he's nerdy, but like in a charming way and not in a sucks to your ass smar kind of way. And also, he's a big Tolkien fan, which for me is a massive plus. But again, he's a fan in a mature and handsome sort of way, not in a spends hours in the basement debating whether or not the Balrog has wings kind of way, which, by the way, the Balrog definitely doesn't have wings. The passage says shadows like wings. Like. Third on the list is Jenny Nicholson. And if you don't already know who she is, then that's extremely disappointing and you need to reevaluate a few things in your life. But for those of you who aren't cool, Jenny Nicholson is this YouTube creator who, back in the day, was best known for her role in creating My Little Pony Friendship is Witchcraft, which is just this My Little Pony parody. And it's pretty funny, but only if you've already seen some amount of My Little Pony, which if you haven't, I don't really recommend that you do because the moment has kind of passed. Her best work, anyway, is on her eponymous YouTube channel, where she makes these extremely idiosyncratic videos about popular media, or basically whatever she wants to talk about that day. Her videos are hilarious. She has this distinct satirical style where she'll say something absurd, completely deadpan, and sometimes you genuinely don't know whether or not she's being serious. One thing that she regularly does is read bad fan fiction off of the internet. And if you were, I don't know, stupid or something, you might be like, well, she's just reading excerpts of bad fan fiction. That's not that funny or great. But if you were smart, you'd realize that it's some of the best stuff on the internet. She has this way of distilling exactly what's so ridiculous about these 12-year-old children's fantasies. And I mean, it's already a worthy goal to mock children on the internet, but she just magnifies the hilarity. It's masterful. So anyway, Jane Austen, Stephen Colbert, and Jenny Nicholson. I want to be their friend. And I have plans to make that happen. Operation Persuasion is already well underway. I just started my PhD in physics, which means that I'm just waiting on my security clearance, and then I'll have access to the time machines at CERN, and then it's just a pop back a few centuries. I don't really have an Operation Stephen Colbert. I think I'm just going to wing that one. I feel like we're so on the same wavelength that the cosmos is just going to bring us together at some point. And I specialize in cosmology, so I know how these things work. As for Jenny Nicholson, that's where this YouTube channel comes in. I don't really know what I'm going to call it, but whatever I call it, its raison d'etre is basically, in the modern parlance, to get senpai to notice me. Now, you might say, well, that sounds really strange and creepy. Like does not mean it has wings. It means its shadows have the appearance of wings, which is, not the same thing. If it had wings, why wouldn't he have just said that it has wings? Like, why wouldn't he have said its wings stretched across the bridge or something? Why did he say its shadows that had the shape of wings stretched across the bridge? It just seems like an extremely bizarre way to go about saying it has wings. Like, it doesn't really make any sense.